Welcome to another episode, everyone. OG Sonny, the OG Mexican, who I made a video about a few days ago when I said OG Mexican explains why they hate blacks in Los Angeles, California. Perhaps he took exception to that video. He had made another video. He had made a reaction. He responded to that video. And I had said during my response to Dubs that I wasn't going to even respond to him. I wasn't going to get into that. And I wasn't just talking about him. I was talking about some other individuals too that had made videos that I wasn't going to respond to. I wasn't coming at him saying that I wasn't going to respond to him in particular. Nevertheless, he's since made another video and he has some things to say. So we're going to get into this real quick. I'm going to respond to him and I have a few things that I want to say about this.
Cracking everybody, buenos dias, saludos. It's about 4 in the morning. Can't really sleep, man. But I seen a video that Dubs had made. He responded to what Damion Porter made a video responding to Dubs on that Avalon incident. And it's funny because Damion Porter was a little obsessed that people were calling him a racist and saying he was biased. And the reason being was that people were just misquoting him and taking his word out of context. And they were twisting his words. And he was highly upset about it. Well, I can claim the same thing that he's done to me, right? And he mentions me in this video. Damion Porter mentions me, talks about that he had seen the video that I had made, but he didn't look at it. And that he wasn't going to respond because I wasn't important enough. That if he's going to respond to anybody, he's got to have some kind of respect for them. That's why he responds to Dubs. Now me, I think it's funny that an individual like Damion Porter will go out and make a video about me. I'm important enough to make a video about, but yet I'm not important enough to respond. You go figure. Now I'm not going to get into this big old debate with this man, or I'm not going to disrespect him in any manner. The one thing I will tell you is he said that he had videotapes of me talking about the black community. Well, the blacks.
Yeah, I got one right here.
Well, kind of, sort of he does, I would think.
You think? Kind of, sort of, I do, he says. He would think, because he knows he's made plenty of videos about the black community. He has a problem with a particular individual on the internet that he says always makes content on the Raza, a King Supreme TV. And so he's went back and forth with him. I don't know if they went back and forth, but King Supreme has covered him and he has responded to some of that content from my understanding. So sort of a back and forth that they've had over there. And he said some things in these videos, has OG Sonny, that are questionable. Dubious comments he has made about the black community. And he said the same thing on Alex Alonso's podcast. That this is the video that I had covered. And, we do have a clip where he's talking about reparations and why blacks should not get reparations. We're going to get into that in a second, but let me let Sonny say a little bit more.
Because I went on an offensive against FBA, particularly a specific person from FBA. And I said he had lost his culture, which is true. In that video, I also said that I didn't look at FBA as the black community. I didn't look at them as the same. That I was talking about that one particular FBA. But see, they take everything out of context. Like they said, everybody does to him, they're doing to me. They want to turn around and do it to me. So I'm not going to get into a big old long debate. He can show any videos he wants. I don't care. Simple fact of the matter is, I don't bring this kind of stuff up or talk about this stuff unless it's brought to me. The video with Alex Alonso was a question was posed to me about the situation in the county jail about not eating with blacks. Now they twisted the words of saying to make it seem and threw in that word hate, which there was never that word. I think it's funny that Damion, which has been busted, knows what the rules and regulations are. He also knows the repercussions for not following those rules. And then I see the comments where people were talking about, oh yeah, he doesn't rep it us. I'm Southside, I'm this, and Mexican. Sonny don't represent us. Sonny boop, boop, boop. Yeah. To all those individuals that are talking like that, when you get busted, if you ever get busted, because the majority of you guys are never going to do nothing to get busted, all you do is flap your gums on here. That if you ever do get busted, you make sure you go with that same mentality when you hit the joint or the county. Go in there and eat with whoever you want. You stand up for yours and see what happens.
And so, as I said, I just said that I wasn't going to respond to Sonny or other individuals. There were other individuals with the whole Hispanic thing that came out, with Avalon Blue and all of that a few days ago. Excuse me. Other individuals, other Hispanic podcasters had made videos talking about me with my name in the title and so forth. So I was referring to all of them when I was saying that I just wasn't going to respond. I said I was just saying that I was going to respond to Dubs. Me and Dubs have a history. I was just explaining why I was responding to Dubs. I was just explaining to my viewers I wasn't about to be, getting into the mud, responding to everybody, beefing with Hispanics on the internet, going back and forth. I was just saying it, because I didn't want them to think that since I was responding to Dubs, here go the big fella just crashing out, responding to everybody, beefing, man, don't worry about that. I know my commenters, my viewers, the people who support me are going to be saying, man, don't trip on that. Don't worry about this person, that person. So I was just letting them know that I wasn't going down that road. I wasn't about to be responding to everyone, about the videos that they had made about me, including Sonny. I had said something about him. He said something about me, and I just was basically, or he had responded, and I was just basically leaving it right there. So just to clear that up, it's not that I don't have respect for Sonny. I don't know anything about this man, and I don't have anything against him particularly, either, other than some of his rhetoric. And I just believe that, no, he did not say the word hate. I guess I didn't watch the whole video that he did with Alex Alonso, but I'm assuming sitting there with a black man, he's not going to say, well, I hate you. But that was the indication. The fact that he said that they will not eat with blacks. I understand what he said, why they will not eat with blacks in prison to keep down the conflict, but that then thus does not explain why you will eat with whites. The same individual, the colonizers who colonized you all, took your language and took everything else from you, but yet you identify with them. But the hatred is so steep for black people that you will not align yourself with us, another so-called minority. This is the problem that I had. And we can see here, Sonny, right here talking about reparations. Can't even see Sonny. I can't really move this damn thing out there. He's over here though. Let's see. Listen.
What do you think about these black lives matter that they want to be paid for being, slaves and all that?
Reparation.
Are
you talking about reparation? Well, I heard they passed in North Carolina. But it was It was a small little town in North Carolina that passed reparations for whoever's over there. I'm sure.
Go ahead. Okay, so that's not Sonny talking. Sonny just said reparations. But the other dude, what do you think about the blacks who saying they want money? They want what is it? What is it? These motherfuckers, they can't fucking talk. What is reparations? Yeah. for being slaves, or like you don't know what we were, for being slaves.
Try to do something out here in California. I think they already actually got a little board going that they're going to start looking into it.
That's when we, the Raza, need to step up, protest, and I'm talking major, and turn around and tell them, no, nobody gave reparations until the Native Americans and the Mexicans get ours first.
Listen, brother,
We've been going through this crap a lot longer, so I don't want to hear it. Because it's not fair, dog. How are you going to give a bunch of money to a specific group?
Cállate, cabrón, panzón.
So that's Sonny talking. That was Sonny, the individual that we just saw right there on the prior video. We'll go back to him in a second. That's Sonny talking. Okay, you heard what he said. Do I need to play it again? No, dog, it's not fair. We need to protest. How are they going to get reparations before Mexicans and Indians? But let's hear what your own people have to say about what you said first.
Let me translate what these three chingaderas were basically doing.
What were they doing?
White man, why are you giving those people over there your crumbs? We deserve your crumbs first. Can't you see that we are a better model minority? We kiss white ass all day. We seek proximity to whiteness. And just like you, white man, we're also racist against them blacks. Can't you see? We are more like you. So please, give us your crumbs first before you give it to them. Them people, they don't really like you. We do. We worship you. And that is what these three chingaderas were basically doing. And I want everybody, especially you Mexicans and Chicanos, Latinos, I want you to pay attention to this part. I want you to notice that Latinos, Mexican, Chicanos, whatever, like these, that always, and I mean 100% of the time, go out of their way to say, do, or take action against black people are never, and I mean ever, 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 going against any other race and or demographic of people. Not the Asians, not the Indians, not the Arabs, not the Europeans. They have no problem with any other demographic acquiring any form of benefit in this country. Do you guys remember Stop Asian Hate? It was a policy literally passed from one day to another when Asians were being harassed in this country for being Asian. And literally from one day to another, Asians, just like that, were granted a policy to stop Asian hate. Meaning, if any people went out of their way to hurt an Asian just for being Asian, it was a law that you were breaking that it specifically protects Asians. In this country, you can't say anything about Jews, and I mean anything negative, because you're anti-Semitic to the point of you going to prison just for saying anything negative. And you...
Right. But, you know, they don't care about saying negative stuff about black people. They say it and do it all the time openly. Okay, so there you had Sonny, the same Hispanic guy that we're talking about here. And this individual here, you heard what he just said over there, that we need to protest blacks getting reparations. What do our reparations have to do with you? He says, oh, hell no. They're not getting reparations before us. Then you see the other dude, for being slaves or whatever. But these individuals have a Corcoran State Prison education. You know, they went to prison, they read a couple of books, they have a white supremacist education. I'm not talking about Sonny in particular. I'm saying the whole group, really. They have been indoctrinated. He's listening to the Spanish conquistadors, the individuals who colonized him. He's listening to their indoctrination and their history and what he was taught by them. He believes that black people are not indigenous to the land, when there's ample evidence that black people were here on this land long before anyone else, including Indians, including Christopher Columbus, who was just a rapist and a murderer who did not discover America. And I'm not about to get into the case for reparations because I feel like I'm talking to ignorant individuals. If I have to make a case for why black people deserve reparations in this country, we built the country. What part of this don't you people understand? We built this country. We made it the world power that it is. Cotton was the hottest commodity in the world. This is why blacks were out picking cotton, making the American economy the biggest in the world. Slaves built the White House brick by brick with their bare hands. The college institutions, Harvard, Brown, Chase Bank, the bank, they're all funded by slavery, by the work that black people did and never got paid for. What have you built to where you deserve reparations before black people? What have you built in this country where America should give you reparations before black people? Hell, give you reparations at all. We know why America should give us reparations, because when you see these rich white people, that's our money. When you see Paris Hilton, that's our money. My ancestors' blood, sweat, and tears made her ancestors, her sick, diabolical, wicked ancestors, rich. They then passed it down to their children, who then passed it down to their children, who then passed it down to Paris Hilton. That's still my money. Let me ask you, if I come into your home and take your home from you at gunpoint, brutalize you, kill your family members, and then kick you out of your home and tell you this is my home now, and I get that home that you paid for, and I give that home to my son, is that my home or is that your home? Even though I took it from you, but you paid for it. I'm living in a home now. But who's the rightful owner of that home? Is it me or is it you, the person who worked and paid for it? Is you, correct? You are the rightful owner of this home. And when I pass the home down to my son, is my son the rightful owner of that home? Or is it you still? It's still you. You're the owner, the rightful owner of that home. This home is owed to you. This home belongs to you. It doesn't matter that I pass it down to my son. And when my son passes it down to his son, who is still the rightful owner of that home? Not the grandson that it was passed down to, but the original owner of the home who had it usurped from him with brutality, who had it taken from him. He's the rightful owner of that home still. So when I see these rich people and the money was passed down to them through the institution of slavery, I say I'm the rightful owner of that money. Yeah, me. My ancestors are no longer here to get it. That's my damn money. And everyone else has received reparations. The Italians received reparations. The Japanese received reparations for internment camps. The Indians get a stipend. The Jews received reparations by America, from the American government in the form of billions of dollars. The Jews. Even though the Holocaust happened not on American soil. The Holocaust happened in Germany. had nothing to do with America. And yet America felt so bad for the Jews going through the Holocaust that they gave them reparations. America gave the Jews reparations for the white-on-white crime that was the Holocaust. That's what it was. White-on-white crime. But America was so angry and so upset that they had been done like that, they gave them reparations. The people who built nothing in this country and their turmoil did not transpire on this soil. But the people who built this country and made these people rich, yeah, we made them rich. Their lazy asses didn't work. I'm talking about white people. Well, I know how y'all hate to talk about them. You Hispanics, y'all hate to talk about, but y'all won't say a bad word about them, like Ricardo Ignacio just said. That was Ricardo Ignacio, by the way, his podcast. Shout out to my guy, Ricardo Ignacio, as he just said. As I just said just yesterday or something. Every video y'all make, and it has to do with hatred, it's towards black people. I've never seen you stand up proud ass. I'm La Raza, I'm so proud. I've never seen you stand up to anyone else. I've never seen you make a video and say one bad word about white people. Not one word. About Asian people, Arab people, Indian people. You fucking name it. No other people but black people. I can say the same thing for every other ethnicity. I've never heard an Asian make a video about white people, disparaging them and being negative towards them and hating them. Ever. They're scared to death to say one bad word against these people. Scared to death. You motherfuckers think that we're the whipping boy of this damn country. That's your problem. Everyone thinks that they can attack black people. Oh, there he goes playing the victim again. There goes Damion Porter playing the victim. No, speaking facts. Facts. But to shut the facts up, you people will accuse my people every time we speak out against this hatred on full display. You accuse us of playing the victim. That's just designed. It's an inflammatory statement. Inflame. Designed to inflame the listener and influence the listener to go against your rhetoric. I haven't seen the Arabs, even the damn Indians, no damn body, make a video, not one video against white people. You people are cowards. You people make me sick. You people do not fight white supremacy. You support it. You want to be a part of it. You all want to be white. Every other ethnicity, bro. You have plenty of blacks that are like that as well, of course. But no other ethnicity, no other race. I said what the fuck I said. No other race fights white supremacy. Only black people. Name another one. Name another one. Name one. We haven't done a well enough job, but at least we fight the shit tooth and fucking nail every day. We're fighting white supremacy every day in the workplace, in schools. We're fighting we coming out fighting this shit every day. These other groups never fight white supremacy, ever. These people hate them too. They were colonized. They stripped you of your language. They hate you. They don't hate you as much as they hate us, just like you hate no one as much as you hate us. Everyone finds it profitable to hate black people. This is not playing a victim. This is speaking the facts. Show me a video where your people have went on a rant about white people. Show me where. Show me where you call them a bunch of devils and crackers and honkies. And how you want to kill them and you'll go to war with them and all. Show me a video. Coming from any ethnicity, any one of these people. Show me a video with Asians talking about how they ready to go to war with these people. You can't find a video with them saying one bad word against them. Not one. Show me. They will never do it. They only have smoke for black people. Every other group. We talking about getting reparations for us building this economy, building this entire country. After millions of black people being murdered in the most horrific ways. I'm not even about to go through this stuff. I'm not about to make the case for reparations to none of these people. It doesn't matter. I'm not even about to make the case for reparations to white people. Give us what you owe us, or we gonna come and take the shit. Slave owners received reparations. Let me say that again. Slave owners received reparations. Not slaves, but the slave owners, the so-called slave masters, for the loss of their slaves, the loss of their property. It had to be repaired. We never got what we had coming. Somehow we're still here flourishing and thriving, starting off with zero. And this is why these people hate the fact that we're so creative. We still find a way to thrive and survive and be happy and be in our own element and in our own culture in spite of the entire world, universe being against us. They can't stand it. He wants to fight for the Indians. He said, they don't get reparations before us and the Indians. They will fight for any group. They get on the side of any group to go against us. Now he's so concerned about the Indians. We need to protest. What are you to protest what? Why would we not get reparations when we literally built the country? And then he made a response video to that reparation thing Sonny did and said that he was saying that his problem with reparations was that the tax people or people would have to pay taxes. It would be paid for with his tax money. So this is why he had a problem with reparations. Well, you should have a problem with immigrants in the country because American people, Americans, and I'm American, Americans' tax dollars pay for immigrants by the billions, like $2 billion a year. That's where your money is going, your tax dollars. You okay with that though, huh? We don't give a damn about this affecting someone's taxes. We made this country the richest in the world. And when I say we, I mean black people. Make no mistake about it. If I have to make a video and break it all down for you, I'll do that, man. Because I don't think I'm breaking it down well enough exactly, because I don't feel like I have to explain it to you why we have reparations coming. But to think that any group in America has reparations coming before black people is asinine. This is an uneducated way of thinking. This is someone who does not understand white supremacy in the history of this nation, in the history of this economy, and how this economy works, how it became the richest in the world. It wasn't because these people worked so hard. They sat on their asses. They've convinced you and the whole world that black people are lazy. The very people who built the country, as they sat on their ass, are the lazy ones. The people who sat on their ass for 264 years and literally did not lift a finger, did nothing to build this country and this economy. Black people built this country and this economy via slavery. And the people who sat on their ass and didn't do a damn thing this entire time because they were lazy would rather go kidnap and murder a whole race of people so that they don't have to work themselves. This is how lazy they are. Have convinced you that black people are the lazy ones. The people who actually built the country. The people who sat on their ass and didn't do nothing. Literally did not lift a finger. They didn't sweep a broom. They had house keepers for this. They had, black people inside of the home to cook their food, take care of their babies, clean their homes. They didn't lift a finger to do anything ever. They just sat back and got rich as everyone else is out toiling and slaving for them. These lazy motherfuckers have convinced you all that we're the lazy one. This indoctrination needs to be studied. The PR campaign that white folks have put on needs to be studied to convince the entire world that we are the hardworking people as they sat on their ass and didn't do nothing to build this fucking economy and build this world. They've done nothing but tore it down. Have convinced you that the people who did build the country are the lazy ones. And you believe it because you can't think for yourself. The most violent group in the world, and it's not even close. Should I go over some of the things that they have done? Oh my God. Because clearly you don't know. And your people don't know. The most violent people in the world. In the sickest way imaginable. The sickest ways imaginable. I mean, when I tell you some of the things that these people have done, I know you don't know it. Because you people don't know your history. When I tell you some of the things that happened at the hands of these people, you'll be mortified. You'll be shocked. It'd be unbelievable to you. You just wouldn't believe it, that human beings are capable of this sort of thing. The most sickening violence that you can hear of has been committed by these people to my people. And the people who committed the most sickening violence in human history, so says the United Nations, that slavery was the biggest crime against humanity in human history. So said the United Nations, all except 3 nations, Israel, Argentina, and the United States of America. The people who have committed the most atrocious crimes known to humankind in the history of the human world have convinced you that black people are violent, that you gotta cross the street when you see black people coming, but you're safe with them. You see them as some peaceful, loving people, and black people are uncouth and dangerous and diabolical. The people who've committed the most heinous crimes in the history of the world have convinced the world that they are innocent and that black people are the problem. This shit needs to be studied. The mind is a terrible thing to waste. I mean, the way that these people, the YT supremacy works on these individuals' mindsets is unbelievable. They have put a, boy, look, we have been had. We have been hoodwinked, bamboozled. Whoa. No, man. You don't deserve reparations before us. You probably don't deserve them at all. What the fuck you getting reparations for? Nevertheless, can't make these people understand or try to change their mindset with one video. They think, they feel how they feel. They want proximity to whiteness. It all started with the colonization by the Spaniards, Spaniard conquistadors. And if they didn't have an anti-black culture before then, but they made it to where if you marry, that you can marry into whiteness and have upward mobility. The closer you got to whiteness, the better you were treated. So this is where the anti-black culture came in. They try to get away from their blackness, away from blackness as a whole, and closer to whiteness. This has happened in their culture, and it hasn't stopped. Well, I'm gonna stop because I go on and on. That's Sonny, man. Shout out to OG Sonny. I just subscribed to his channel, actually. And the name of his channel is The Streets Ain't Loyal Show. The Streets Ain't Loyal Show. That's the name of his channel right here, OG Sonny. The Streets Ain't Loyal Show. So shout out to Sonny. I don't know this man. I don't even know if he's a Sereno or what. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I'm just running my content. I don't have anything against him. I don't even know him. Some of the things he has said, as I said, are questionable. I'm not going to get into that. I'm not about to play some of those clips because you all will feel the same way. Like, oh, okay, I see what he's talking about for sure. You know what I mean? But this is not about a war trying to start some beef or go back and forth and all this. No, I mean, I don't care. He can feel how he feels. His people can feel how they feel. You know, I feel how the hell I feel. You know, I'm not trying to change their mind. Don't change mine. Don't try to change mine. How I feel is I'm against anyone that's against me and my people. That's how I feel, for the record. If you're not against me and my people, then I am not against you. I care about all people and about all human beings. I swear. That's just my heart, bro. I'll do anything for anybody. I don't care. You know what I mean? I have close people to me that are Hispanic, bro. Close. People that I'll do anything for in my life. And that did a lot for me, man. These people have done a lot for me. I was close to these individuals, man. Consider them my brother for sure. And still do. And I always will until I stop breathing. These individuals will be my brother. Smokey, Stony, yeah, for life. And I believe that these people would have done anything for me. They'd risk their life for me. I know this in my heart. So, I have love for the righteous ones, the ones who have love for me and my people. For those who walk around with this hatred, and I respond to it, and then they accuse me of harboring hatred because I'm responding and calling out their hatred. No, you people don't know me. My nephew is married to a white woman. I have a 6-year-old niece that's half white, half black. That's the love of my life. That's my little heart. I don't look at her and see anything but my niece. I'm not gonna do it, but shit, my nephew, you know what I'm saying? To each his own. That's my people. She Sarah. She's my niece-in-law. You understand what I'm saying? My niece Victoria, she's my heart. I don't see it, but these people don't know. If you don't know me, you don't know this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be here explaining all this. I don't have no problem with none of these people. Only the people that have a problem with me. Only the people that have a problem with the black community. And that's all of you. It's like, yeah, I got a problem with you. Yeah. Only because you got a problem with me and my people. That's it. If you're not a racist, then what I'll talk about it over here on my channel, my rhetoric, it doesn't offend you. Because it doesn't pertain to you. You're not even bothered by it at all. I have white people in my comments all the time saying, I agree with you, brother. I'm with you. I'm with you, man. I had a white dude in my comments from Canada used to always say, man, I swear to God, I'd die for Damion Porter. I'd kill for him, man. I died with that brother. And I believed this man. I believed him. These are people from other races. They don't have a problem with what I'm saying over here because it doesn't pertain to them. I'm not talking about them. If you think I'm talking about you, then I'm talking about you. If you even think that I'm talking about your ass, the answer is yeah. I am. Because most people won't even think, they're going to say, well, he ain't talking about me. That doesn't pertain to me. When he said that, and he said that he wasn't talking about me. That's not me. I'm not full of hatred, so he's not talking about me. So if you take it personal, you feel some personal attack, it's only you exposing yourself. Every time I see someone get upset with anything that I say, to me, they are exposing themselves. That's all they're doing. That's what I say to myself every time. He's one of them. He just exposed himself. Because that's the only reason you would get upset. If you didn't feel this way, you wouldn't get upset because you would know I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who feel this way about my people in my community. I can go on and I want to go on and on, but I know people are going to stop watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's going too long. But I have some other things I want to say, actually. I actually have a lot more I want to say. I got some more I want to get into about this. I want to break down a few things, actually. But I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to leave it there for right now. I'll probably just leave it alone, period. It gets me too worked up. I'll probably just leave this whole stuff alone. You know, I've been having a conversation with my people behind the scenes about some things that we need to do, some things that need to happen. And I'll continue to speak with them about it. I'm not going to put this stuff out on the internet. At the end of the day, there you go. Respect to Sonny. Shout out to Sonny. I don't agree with some of his takes, with some of his stands, some of his ideology, if you will. I don't know his whole ideology. I don't know this man. I haven't watched his content. I don't know exactly what he stands for. And anyone can be painted in a certain light if you just look at a certain edited clips. So I can't, it's not right. It wouldn't be right for me to judge this man. I don't know. As I said, I just subscribe to his channel. I would encourage you all to go and do the same thing. He's an older individual. And I don't know if he's imbued with hatred or not. I can't say because that's a strong word. That's a strong accusation. I know that I am not. I know that I'm here to fight it, though. I'm here to fight those who denigrate and disparage my people in my community. And sometimes that looks like hatred on my side, I suppose, because you people are so full of hate that when someone fights back, you accuse them of hate. I understand this. This is why I'm going to continue to fight. I understand who's really filled with hate. You're not going to gaslight me into being quiet and to not speaking out because you accuse me of hate. No, I know who the hell is full of hate in this damn country, and it's not me and my people. So you're not going to gaslight me. I'm going to continue till I fucking die. Do what you got to do, man. Come fucking kill me. I'm going to continue on with not just talk. I'll get out in the street and die about it too. If you know me, then you know that. I don't have to explain that. There's not no internet talk. I didn't live it all my life anyway. I've already lived it. I've lived it. The shit I'm talking about, I've lived it. I'm not going to get into that. As I said, so I just wanted to holler in. I just want to give a shout out to Sonny, respond to this video because, I understand him taking what I said a certain way when I said I wasn't going to respond to him, or I needed to respect you in order to respond to you. And I can understand how he would take umbrage to that. But I didn't mean that personally with him, or like I'm too good to respond to him. I'm not too good to respond to him. I ain't no fucking body on the fucking internet. I'm just somebody else doing my content like he's doing his. We all trying to get somewhere. We all trying to get ahead. We're all working hard. I'm not in no better position above someone to not respond to them, that they're beneath. I'm saying that some of the stuff that some of these individuals were saying in their content was beneath me to respond to. I didn't want to get into a back and forth about that. As I said, one Hispanic dude had put in his thumbnail, "Shut the fuck up," talking about me. Shut the fuck up. That's what the thumbnail said. Put my name in the title, but on the thumbnail it said, "Shut the fuck up." So I said, okay, he's trying to get a response out of me. He's trying to get the word is out. You just poke the big fella a little bit, he gonna come at you, he gonna respond. So he's trying to get a response out of it. So I'm like, okay, I'm not responding to these people, this, that. That's, I was just referring to all of that stuff that was going on, man. But nevertheless, it's all good, bro. He's an OG individual. And I'm certainly not going to go back and forth with him. Don't want to go back and forth with him about anything, even his beliefs or his ideology. And I don't want anyone going back and forth with me about mine. I mean, we can. I'm open for discussion. I'll tell anybody why I feel the way that I feel. But let's get into a real discussion about it. We're going to get into a real discussion. You better know what you're talking about, though, because we're going to get deep into it. You know what I'm saying? When we holler about this stuff. That's it, man. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, all good, Sonny with Sonny. As I said, I haven't seen all of this content, so I can't say exactly how he feels about this, that, and the other. Just the content that I did see, I was just like, well, sort of letting it be known, but I'm not looking for some sort of internet beef or to go back and forth with any Mexicans or whatever, man. We have enough going on in our community, and that's my focus, trying to get my people together in our community and what we're doing and uniting, my people is my objective. I don't really concern myself with people outside of that, outside of the community. You know what I mean? Because I understand that everyone outside of that is against us. It's against my people. I know this. And my people are waking up to this too, by the way. I mean, rapidly. So it's not just me talking, man. These are just the facts. But we're waking up to this. I mean, by the boatloads. Things are changing right before our eyes. Pay attention, people. Pay attention. We'll get into some more discussions about it at some point. I don't want to drag this on every day, all day. I have other content to get to. I'm sure he does as well. And so there you have it, man. Stay safe and stay free. Cool.